Hey friends, welcome back to Simply Home and Harvest. My name is Jen, and on this channel you'll find simple ways to use what you have from your home and your garden to hopefully make your life a little bit easier. I have a few peaches that I need to use up, and several years ago I made a peach butter, so I'm going to try to find that recipe and I'm going to show you how I do that too. Well, I thought that we were gonna head out, but we had a pretty heavy rainstorm roll up. So I think since we're kind of stuck here for a little bit, that we're gonna go ahead and work on getting our peaches ready to make peach butter.
So here's a fun fact for you. We are not a family that really loves peaches. It's just not a fruit that I gravitate toward when I go to the grocery store, but for some reason this summer I've been craving peaches, and my family has really gotten in on that too. So I don't know what it is. We've had a really hot summer, and I don't know if it's just the flavor of peaches and just how juicy they are that just really made them more appealing. But anyway, I was on the hunt for some peaches, and these really did hit the spot. I wish I had bought several more of them because we really enjoyed eating them, and I wanted to save some for peach butter, but I will tell you that we snuck a couple of slices out as I was peeling and cutting these. As I'm preparing these peaches, we're having another rainstorm, and just sitting there and relaxing and preparing the peaches and listening to the rain, it was just something so wonderfully therapeutic about that experience, and I'm glad I had the opportunity to really enjoy that time. I can't say that for everything that I prep. I definitely cannot say that about tomatoes, and if you've seen any of those videos where I'm prepping tomatoes, you'll definitely know that that's the case. It's not a relaxing job, but it is a rewarding job, and so I do enjoy the end result. But I have to say that I look forward to the next time I can sit down and prep peaches again. So the first thing we're going to do is puree our peaches. Now, if you have a blender, you can use your blender. I'm choosing to use my food processor, and I process about 8 to 10 peaches, or that's approximately 2 pounds. So we're going to go ahead and get that into our slow cooker. To our peach puree, we're going to add 1.5 cups of white sugar. Next, we'll add 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. And last but not least, you're going to add 1 1/2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. We're going to cook this in our slow cooker on low for 6 hours.
Okay, y'all. So I've got the peach butter in the crock pot, but I'm looking at this bowl of peach pits and skin, and in the spirit of not wanting to let anything go to waste, we are living in a time right now where we are probably going to go back in time, so to speak, to the way our grandparents and relatives did it when things were a little scarce, and that's that they used everything that they had, and they tried not to waste anything. So in the spirit of that, try not to waste anything, because I don't like to waste stuff, I'm gonna figure out what I can do with the pits and the peeling. And I think I can make some sort of a peach syrup. So that's the plan, and I'm probably, I'm debating whether or not I want to do that right now. It is still raining and storming, but our lights have started to flash a little, So I don't know if, how much more I'm gonna be able to do today. But I think what I will do is get these in the freezer, and that way I can preserve them. And when I am ready to make the syrup or jelly or whatever I decide, they'll be ready to go. We'll go ahead and peek at our peach butter. Ooh, that's looking good. It's got about 3 hours left on it. So I love the color of it, and it smells amazing. It smells like, almost smells like apple butter a little bit with the cinnamon. Apple butter is probably my favorite of butters to make. Okay, well, it's getting late. It is 9:30 now, and we are just now ready to go ahead and fill our jars. I am anticipating 5 half-pint jars. That's what I've got prepped here. I've washed and sanitized these. It's cooked on low now for 6 hours, and the consistency of it is a little bit thinner. It's not as thick in texture as I was hoping for, more like an apple butter. This has got a little bit of, it's just a thin not apple butter, it's a thin peach butter. But I think it will still be fine, and maybe when it cools it will thicken up. That's my hope anyway. So we'll see how much we get out. Even if we only get a couple of jars, that's more than we had when we started. And it was just something I wanted to try. Now, come apple season, you check back here, because we will definitely be doing a video on apple butter. With the peach butter, I thought would be very similar. In fact, Alex said when he came up the steps earlier, that smells like apple butter. All right, let's go ahead and get these jars filled. Now we will be water bath canning our peach butter. So we're going to go ahead and get that lowered down into the water, and we will process those jars for 10 minutes. The peach butter recipe that I printed off earlier today, and I was looking for one that was similar to the one that I had made a few years ago, and this is the closest that I could find. And I just had a little bit of it. The kids had some earlier, and it really does, it's so reminiscent of the apple butter. But what I wanted to do, and just what I encourage you to do when you have a recipe, is to make notes on it, just so you know for next time what worked, what didn't work. So what I'm going to write on here is that this makes the pen's not going to work, makes 4 half pints, because that'll be information that I want to know. And then also that we process it in the canner for 10 minutes. So I just wanted to share that little tip with you. That way, if you ever make a recipe again, you won't make the same mistake twice, hopefully. And you'll have notes on there to remind you of what works and what doesn't. Well, guys, I'm gonna call it a night. It's after 10 o'clock now, and we got those 4 half-pint jars, which it's not as many as I was hoping for, but now I know to double the recipe. It's still, like I said, more than what we had. Thankful that we got it all wrapped up and done, that our power is still on. Thank you, Jesus, because we've had thunderstorms all day, and it's just been a lot going on. But I think I will leave you here. Maybe in the morning I'll get a couple of testimonials on the peach butter and bread. Maybe we'll have that for breakfast, and you can see if the family likes it or not. I have a feeling they're gonna like it. All right, so thanks for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, I hope you'll consider doing so, and make sure you give this video a like. Until next time, don't forget to live simply, use what you have, and enjoy the moments you've been given. All right, so this is a little bit of the peach butter on the bread. Is that good? Mm-hmm.